You can go ahead and live life the easy way. You can go to work, you can come back, chill with your friends, do it every single day, and then wait for the weekend just to waste it being a hangover. You can stay in your little comfort zone and never get out because it's so easy to be there, right? But what is life without a challenge? What is life without seeing where your limit is, without testing yourself? That's what I thought in June when I decided to run a marathon. I wanted to make it even harder, so I did it with no training because I really wanted it to be hard. I really wanted to test where my limits are. But it turned out that the marathon was way too easy and it definitely wasn't the finish that I was looking for. I wanted something that would destroy me, something that would literally break me, so I would have to learn myself all over again, but the marathon wasn't it. That's why I decided to look for something that's even harder and even bigger, and hopefully this will be the thing that I was looking for.
Hey bro, wake up.
This is the time, eh?
Dude, it fucking is.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah, we going fucking interval training. First fucking training for the Ultramarathon. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, you are here? So...
Normally start by drinking coffee first thing in the morning because Andrew Huberman said you're supposed to wait 30 minutes after you wake up to fully have the caffeine kick in, but we don't have time because we're going to the track. First time we're testing out a new track. We actually have two. We don't know if they're going to be open. We're going to see in the video if they're going to be open. But we're going to the track because we want to catch a sunrise, and it is 5:34 in the morning, so the sunrise in like an hour, something like that. As I said before, intervals, first official training for the ultra. In this video we're gonna take it easy because legs are still recovering from climbing the highest peak in Poland like 2 weeks ago, but we're gonna see how it's gonna go. I'm gonna show you in a second how we're preparing for a run. We're gonna take some water. We're gonna take some water with electrolytes, meaning just pretty much salt, but you're gonna see how I'm preparing this. I don't think we're gonna take any pre-workout today. It's gonna be an easy one. As I said, I'm gonna actually show you after climbing the highest peak in Poland. My calf is still recovering. Calf is still recovering. It's just like a strain. The calf is just too tired. That's what the physio said, at least. It feels like it's too tired, but still want to have an easy run. We want to see how the track's looking. I just want to, get going with the prep for the ultra. We got 9 months. We got 9 months to train for an ultra, the marathon, 100K in the Switzerland. I have no idea how we're gonna do it, but that's what all the people say. They say set big goals that scare you. And this one, when I think back to running a marathon with no training, 9 months to train to run 100K feels scary as fuck. But that's what it's all about, right? As you saw, we're putting some salt in the water, and if you don't know what this is for cramps, because this is pretty much just pure electrolytes in the water. You don't have to buy electrolytes. Obviously they're gonna be a little bit better. There's gonna be more things inside, but if you don't have electrolytes at hand and you still want to do something to prevent cramps, take some normal water, put some salt or Himalayan salt if you have it, mix it. It's gonna taste more salty. It's not gonna be that good, but it's gonna hydrate you way more. Way more. It's gonna prevent cramps. Alright guys, so why we have a banana before I work out? Because it's 6 a.m. I normally have my first meal at 12. As we're getting in a quick 2-month calorie deficit. After all the traveling, we kinda go fluffy. So we're having a banana now because this has a lot of quick carbs. So you wanna have something like this, like before your workout, to fuel your workout. These are quick carbs. These are gonna hit your body quickly. They're gonna give you energy very, very quickly. That's why we have it before pretty much everything. Before the gym, before our running day, anything. You wanna have some quick carbs before, right before. Cold at this time, especially here in the Netherlands. But I'm gonna tell you how supposedly for the next 9 months the training is gonna look like. We're gonna have 4 running days in a week. There's gonna be an easy run, there's gonna be a long run, an interval training, and a tempo. And we're gonna have at least 3. We're gonna see if we're able to do 4. Haven't done such hybrid training yet, but we're gonna see if we're able to do 4 trainings in the gym. And we're gonna go upper, lower. If we're not able to do 4, we're gonna opt for 3. And we're either gonna have 3 full bodies, or we're gonna have upper, lower, upper, just so we can have a little more rest for our legs. But you're gonna see that in the upcoming videos. This one is only a video from 1 training day, from today. But next videos, they're gonna have the entire week of training in them to pretty much summarize how it looks. There's gonna be 4 videos every single month. And yeah, exciting times. Finally posting. I hope you can see that we're upping the quality with every single video, because we really have made sure to make this series and just the quality for you guys top notch. So I hope you can see, hope you appreciate. Let me know in the comments what you think of the series, of pretty much everything that we're doing here on this channel. And thank you for the support, because I haven't uploaded in a month and still getting tons of good messages. A lot of people saying they miss the videos, which is something I want you to know. I don't take this shit for granted. Like, it really means a lot every time I see a message of someone saying, where are the videos, this. It really puts a smile on my face and makes me want to keep going. So I'm sorry that you have to wait so long for new videos, but we're officially back to making regular stuff here on the channel, on the gram, and on some new places that I'm gonna announce soon. First interval session ever, honestly. So, as for the shoes, we are rocking Nike Air Pegasus 38. So they are a little old, but they still get the job done. They have Ultramarathon. But I know this is like more of a speed workout, so we need some speed shoes. They're coming next week. We're getting Adidas Adizero Evo SL in a nice colorway. We're gonna see this, you probably saw it in the intro already. So gonna be rocking this for the majority of the beginning of the training. We're gonna then upgrade for some easy, slow runs. Probably gonna opt for some ASICs maybe, but we're gonna see, you're gonna see everything. So I'm gonna start off with a 1.5K warm-up. Then I'm gonna do probably 4 sets of 400 meters. And I'm gonna go 1 kilometer, 500 meters again. Cool down after. I'm gonna take it easy today. First time doing intervals. Easing into the training, especially with the calf. So
So let's get this started. I hope to get a little warmer because the legs are fucking freezing, but at least it's pretty. At least the water is looking nice. First track here, gonna be testing many more in the Netherlands, but we just got here, so we took the first one. We knew where it was. I'm gonna show you how I'm warming up. We gonna get this party started. So we're gonna be using Strava for all of our training. So you can follow the Strava in the description. You're gonna have it, and you're gonna have it on screen, my name. So you can follow it, you can follow the journey there on Strava. And yeah, we're gonna get going. Gonna start my workout on my Apple Watch. Don't worry, we're gonna be soon upgrading to Garmin. I know what it is in the running space. I know, I just started running, so let's go. Again, 1 kilometer, 500 meters, warm up, easy pace. We're gonna go like 6:30 maybe. 4 sets, 400 intervals with rest, no running, just standing till the heart rate goes down. We hit it again and then cool down, same as the warm up. Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go. When I press this button officially, we're gonna be starting the training for the Ultramarathon. Let's go. .620 pace, 1.5k in, easy warm up, getting the legs warm. But damn, it feels the same every single run. You get out there, you start running, and you remind yourself how much you fucking hate running. But anyway, gonna be doing intervals now. 4 sets of 400. I believe the track is 300, so we're gonna have to go a little over, but it does have lines on the floor. So gonna go about 80% of my max, because intervals are supposed to be hard, they're not supposed to be comfortable. So I'm gonna wait for my heart to drop a little bit, and we're gonna get going with my first intervals ever. Sipping on the water with salt, electrolytes, no cramps. Calf feeling way better with the tapes. Honestly, I thought to myself the tapes wouldn't work, but they do work wonders. So I'm glad to have a lot of them, because this train, you know, going up the highest peak in Poland with no training, no prep, no nothing, no shoes. Not the smartest idea, but as you can see from the idea of running an ultra 100k in 9 months, we don't have the smartest ideas here in the channel, but at least they're entertaining. So doing something stupid so you don't have to, and you don't have to hurt yourself. And you can see, like we ran the marathon a couple months back, couldn't fucking walk for a month, but we did it. Hey, we did it. Don't recommend. At least now I know not to recommend running a marathon with no training. We're gonna see if I can recommend running an ultra with 9 months only. Fucking 400 meters, 4 times, 80%. That's gonna suck. That's gonna suck, but it's gonna feel great after. But it's gonna suck now. It's gonna suck for another 25 minutes or so. But it's gonna feel great after. We're also going shopping later. Hopefully, gonna be able to buy a ice bath so we can up the recovery. We're gonna see that in the video if we get the ice bath or not. Alright, let's go. Let's get this party started even more. Let's go.
Artlist.io. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus, shooting like Luke.
Already tell why fucking intervals are so hard and so exhausting and why so many people complain about them. This shit sucks. Done one 400 meter. This shit fucking sucks, man. But we're gonna get it done. Every single time I finish doing an interval, obviously I'm gonna be panting, breathing through my mouth. But what I focus on is as soon as possible I wanna switch to breathing through my nose. You're supposed to always breathe through your nose. This is what your body is used to, and a lot of people are now mouth breathers, that's what you call it. This is not healthy. Always remember, whenever you're doing something, try and focus to breathe through your nose, especially when you're not doing something and you're just sitting at home. Make sure you're not a mouth breather. Make sure your tongue is against the roof of your mouth and you're going. Now we're gonna wait for the heart rate to drop. We're gonna go for another round.
Music licensing reimagined.
I believe that was 326, something like that, for the 400. 326. Or I'm measuring something wrong, but I think it was 326. Every single time we were here, we're like, "Aye, let's shoot some content for the IG, for the reels, for this." Now, bro, I'm actually out here training, and this guy, you gotta completely like switch the mindset. You're out here training and you're recording at the same time. You're not recording and training at the same time. It's a completely different mindset. Because when you're just recording, you're just running, you know, pause here, take this angle, zoom here, zoom here, zoom here. And when you're training, you're just fucking training. You fucking go as hard as possible. You get sweaty, you get tired. And by the way, you can record it. So completely different mindset. But it's cool. It's cool because it's challenging. So I know how rewarding it's gonna be when we get in the car and we head back to home. And then we're going shopping. And then we're doing legs at the gym. Crazy. Nice day. Nice day. Guys, third one done. I can definitely fucking tell why this I consider hard and uncomfortable. I went here, I was like, 400 meters, 4 times. Bro, I run this shit easily. No, you don't. You don't run this at this pace easily. I believe we like 320 for a lap. This ain't easy. However, he goes up, legs hurting, everything hurting. One more. We got 3. One more. Gonna go all out on this one, and then we're gonna do a cool down. Oh damn! I can't wait for the cool down. I can't wait for the cool down to be over. 1.5k. After one more. Damn. Why? Is at these moments you question yourself, why did I sign up for an ultra marathon? Because I don't like running. I like going to the gym. I like lifting weights, but I don't like running. Probably that's why I signed up, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, all that stuff. But that's so dumb. Signing up for the ultra, so dumb. So dumb. So dumb. And to think this is the first training day, bro. Nah, honestly, makes me question my decisions. And four trainings a week. How many weeks are there in 9 months? makes me question if the video's coming out, bro. Now we gonna do it. Set goals that scare you, they said. So I did. Set goals that scare you, so I did. I was looking to suffer on the marathon. That's why I was like, let me do it no training. I wanted the marathon to finish me. I wanted the last 20k to be hell. Turned out the last 4k were hell. But the marathon without training turned out to be too easy, and it wasn't what I was looking for. So I was like, let me find something harder. I was like, maybe an Ironman. But then I was like, maybe let's do something completely out of order, where you tell people you're gonna do it and they go, why? How? So I was like, let me run 100 kilometers somewhere in Switzerland. Oh, and by the way, let's make it in 9 months with no running experience. So picked up the shoes and started running, and now we're here. And in 9 months we're gonna be in Switzerland, suffering through 100k, and hopefully that's gonna be the challenge that I was looking for. Because if it won't be, I don't know what we're gonna do next. Alright, last one, and then cool down. Let's go. And people do this shit 10 times in a row. 4 is only easing into it. 10 times in a row. And people do more than 400. And I'm gonna be people. More than 400 for more than 4 times. Stay tuned, I guess, because this 4th one, hell. 2 minutes now, cool down. We're heading home. It's not even 8 a.m. Honestly, the only good thing about it is, who wakes up at 8 a.m. with this already done? Woke up at 5:30 for it. Now I'm gonna be heading home at 8, having calories burned, training done. That's a good feeling. That's why you wanna do it in the morning, if you can. How nice and pleasant this feels after the 4th sprint. How nice this is. How we love a good cool down. So, as you can see, beautiful sunrise here in the Netherlands. Almost 8, 7:56, and we've done such a good training. I think tomorrow is recovery day, and then Monday we have an easy run, 5-7k maybe, slow pace. Next video I'm gonna give you the entire structure, how we're doing it at the gym, weightlifting, how we're doing it running. 4 times running, 3 times in the gym, as I said before. And yeah, gonna head home now. Gonna start off the day right. We already did. Gonna wait 4 hours for breakfast, because 2 more months of a calorie deficit, we're gonna get diced. Then we're gonna be bulking. Obviously, that's what you wanna do when you're training for such thing as a ultramarathon. You're gonna have a lot of energy. So yeah, let's get the day rolling. Let's go. As you see, we did manage to get the ice bath full with water, waiting for it a little bit more, a couple of minutes. We're gonna put the ice in and gonna have our first dip. Honestly, needed, because the calf recovering slower than I'd like it to. We're using tapes, which help. We're gonna use cold water as recovery now. I'm gonna also use this as an energy drink in the morning, because I know how much it helps to wake up. It has a lot of benefits. I'm gonna list all of them, but it gives you a lot of dopamine. So in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna see how it feels. First time using an actual proper ice bath. I always did like cold showers, cold baths, but I never put ice in them. So this is actually like proper first cold ice bath. It's getting cold here in the Netherlands, so gonna be getting colder throughout the night. In the morning, gonna be putting ice in, getting in there, you know, before I run to wake up, maybe after a run to help recovery, because you're gonna lower the inflammations whenever you get to cold water. That's why you don't want to do it after a workout at the gym, because you want the muscle to be inflamed. Right here, you kind of want to help the inflammation so you can recover faster. Also, omegas. We're using a lot of omegas for the recovery, making sure the diet's good as well. A bunch of protein. We're aiming for like 2 grams per kilogram, so that's quite a lot. And we're also using a gun, a muscle gun. I'm going to show you how we're using the muscle gun as well. But yeah, a lot is going into the recovery, because training for the ultra. We're gonna be upping the mileage, the kilometers a lot week by week. It's not gonna be drastic, but it's gonna be a lot of kilometers overall throughout the week. So exciting times, making sure everything's working correctly, making sure the legs are working the way they're supposed to, because this one is getting there. But as I said, it's because I went to the mountains with no training, no shoes, no nothing. But we're getting better. We're gonna heal, we're gonna overcome this and many more, because I'm sure there's gonna be many more obstacles. So next shot is getting me into the ice bath for the first time. Let's go. Let's go. This kind of cold. It's kind of cold. Might have put a little too much water in it, as you can probably see and hear. Yeah, a little too much water, but that's cool. Might have put way too much fucking water, but at least we fucking know where the limit is now. But damn, this is really fucking cold. Alright, hopefully this can help with the recovery. As I said, not the most comfortable, as you saw. Was definitely the first time. We put way too much water. Spilled fucking everywhere. At least it was funny. I don't know if you know Wim Hof, but he like practices dealing with the cold, stuff like that. He always goes, take every breath, breathe in slowly. 7 p.m. I'm gonna dip my head before we leave. I'm not gonna stay here for too long. Try going to a cold lake once. I sat there for way too long. Definitely don't fucking recommend. The brain freeze. I didn't know you could brain your freeze by. Didn't know you can freeze your brain. That's what I meant. By sitting in cold water like that, but I definitely did. This was the first episode, the first video from training for the ultra. Again, only one run in this one, and in the future ones, you're gonna have a weekly recap. So there's gonna be one run, second run, third one. There's gonna be the gym. There's gonna be more on recovery, stuff like this. There's gonna be more on the nutrition. Definitely gonna talk about nutrition. I'm also just like starting. I'm not a runner. I'm not a coach. Definitely don't have the experience when it comes to running. So learning everything along. Been reading a lot today about, preparing for the ultra. If anyone's run an ultra or just knows shit about it, let me know down below, like tips, recommendations, anything. And then what's there left to do? Dip my head in and say my last goodbyes, I guess. It's getting really fucking cold, so I'm gonna dip the head in. And I'll see you in the next one. Definitely gonna be testing out the new shoes coming this week. They were in the intro, but that's why we're waiting to release this one just for the intro, because they're gonna look so much better. So definitely gonna be testing the new shoes, telling you my training plan for the next month. We're gonna have training in blocks. 1 month's gonna be one block. They're gonna be structured a little bit differently. Again, I'm gonna be upping the mileage every single week, slowly. Don't wanna injure ourselves. As you can see, my left leg prone to injuries. And yeah, let's go. Let me. I'm talking because I'm dipping my head in because it's so fucking cold, but it's not gonna get any fucking warmer. So I might as well just do it. Still fucking dreading that part. It's just me in a nice bed in the Netherlands talking to a camera. Feels private, like having a private convo with you. I'm still dreading the part. I might just go for it. I'll just go for it. Still dreading it. Alright, let's go. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Hands are way worse. But doing this in the morning before running, working out, definitely gonna have its benefits. I have to read a little bit more if it's good to do it like twice when I wake up in the morning and then after a long run, for example. But you're gonna see everything I learned in the next video, because the idea was born, decided to execute, and now we're learning out of the way. That's what you're supposed to do. You have an idea, you don't overthink, you execute, you learn along the way. That's how you actually get from A to B. And you learn in between. But it's cold as fuck, so I'm gonna leave the ice bath now.
AYOOOO.
Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym.